Om Bhurбhuvassuham Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayantam.
Salam everyone. One more video about oneness of all religions, oneness of all people, oneness of Sai family. You know, quite often we don't like to take responsibility, to accept responsibility. Social life, political life around us or globally sometimes may force us to think that we are small and actually cannot change the world. Yeah, how can we, when all that powerful politicians, oligarchs, huge companies, banks, who we are to even to say something about our opinion. Even our opinion is not important, but what to speak about influence. But at the same time, I think that influence of each and every individual, especially a spiritual religious practitioner, Sai devotee, is huge. Because when we just live it, then anyway, somebody take this power and create the world, which is not a nice place to stay in. So in our responsibility to transform this world according with Swami's teaching. It's like many simple examples. If you don't want this world to be garbage, start with your own house. Clean it and do not throw garbage immediately behind your house. Very simple, but that's personal responsibility. I mean, if you wish your country be country of stability, any country you belong to, well, choose proper politicians, pay taxes. That's personal choice. Do not be involved in destructive activities. So it's always personal choice. And when we speak about oneness of religions, in one of my previous video, I already told you that, well, Swami Sri Sathya Sai never tried to artificially combine all religions in one global religion. He always respected different religions, and the beauty of our culture is exactly that we have so many different religions, so many different approaches to God. Why we have to, artificially mix Christian approach and a Buddhist approach? We don't need. Even inside Buddhist religion, we have so many schools and traditions and so many branches and schools and ashrams and Hindu religion, so many in Christian. We don't need to mix them, destroy them, and make them one and only. No. Difference, that's richness of our culture. But we have to respect. We have to be open to the synthesis as well. So let me tell you one interesting story. It's happened in the middle of 90s in Puttaparthi. At that time, I was doing my service in a Western canteen just sometimes cutting vegetables, whatever they give me as the seva opportunity, service. Of course, that was very important time for me, because that was time when I was translating for Swami, for the Russian-speaking groups. That's how I published at least now there's 3 books, I hope will be more, with my personal memories about all that, interviews. It's like first-hand my own personal experiences with the philosophy and miracles of our Swami. Okay, let us come back to the Western continent. There I met one guy from Italy. Just we became good friends, and he was a very simple person, just doing his service. But later on I came to know that he is actually not only Christian, which is obvious, but he was a Christian priest, and he was at that time worked in Vatican. So I hope you know what does mean Vatican. It's kind of headquarter, main office of Roman Catholic Church, the biggest religious organization in the world. And it was very interesting for me to understand that this person is not just from Italy, Sai devotee. There are so many Sai devotees in Italy, by the way, but he was priest from Vatican. So step by step, so I asked a number of questions. Yeah, and he told me that some people in Italy, they know that actually he is visiting India, Sathya Sai ashram, but mostly he is not openly telling to the people around him there back in Italy, in Vatican, that he is visiting Indian ashram and enjoying blessings of Swami. Yeah, because of course not all Christian churches they're ready to appreciate, accept Swami as the divine incarnation. That's the problem. Because I met actually at least 2 priests from Russia. So, one from Russia, one from Ukraine. For both of them were Orthodox priests, and this person about whom I'm telling right now, he was Catholic priest. So personal choice is always personal choice, and personal responsibility is always personal responsibility. It doesn't matter to which tradition you belong. So it's your personal choice to experience something and follow your heart. Okay, sometimes we mention that it's difficult for the Christian churches to understand that. Understand not through logic, understand through heart understanding that Swami is the divine incarnation. But let us be honest, most of the Indian ashrams, they reject Swami. It's also not easy, because we have so many wonderful spiritual traditions in India, and most of them they reject Sathya Sai at all, or maybe ready to speak about him as a saint, but not more. So that's my personal experience as well. I was traveling through different ashrams. Some of them appreciate him, but just think about him as a saint, which is obviously wrong, because he is not saint, he is divine incarnation. But many famous traditions in India, famous ashrams, they even strongly reject him. Mostly they never express it, but behind closed doors they can say this. So personal choice and personal responsibility, that's very important. Okay, let us come back to this Italian guy, Italian priest actually, yeah. And he told me a wonderful thing that I asked him okay, you are Christian, okay, that's wonderful, but you are Christian priest. That's, extra step. For example, I'm Christian too, but I'm not Christian priest. But he was Christian priest. It's like next level. And I asked him, is it kind of contradiction for you that you are visiting actually a Hindu ashram, though you are Christian priest? And he told me a wonderful thing actually. He told that for him, Pope, okay, is like main guru for all Roman Catholic Christians. But for him, for this Italian friend, he told that Swami is Papa of Papa. It's slightly sound Italian language, but okay, Papa of Papa means Father of the Holy Father, Divine Father of the Father, Father of the Father, Pope of the Pope, Papa of the Pope, like this. And it was I was so happy to listen to this nice expression that actually, who is Swami? Swami is Father, Heavenly Father of His Holiness Roman Pope. So Father of the Father, Holy Father of the Holy Father, Papa of Papa, okay, if say it more in Italian way. Okay, let me complete this video for today. Please remember about your personal responsibility regarding everything. Garbage outside of your house, your thoughts, your words, your action, your choice. Each and every human being has tremendous power. Let us exercise this power. Saram, see you next time.
Om Bhurбhuvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayantam